Yo, top of the morning, man. At least for me right now. By the time this video is posted, it might not be morning, but it is the top of the morning in this rental car. I gotta go return it. Long weekend, great solid weekend. Got some sleep last night. I'm probably gonna sleep a lot again today after I return this rental. But yeah, man. This past weekend was probably one of the most interesting weekends I've probably ever had as a coach. Um, So, if you guys have been keeping up, you guys know we were down in SoCal for the Compton Magic tournament. I was down there with my 17U squad, which we only had 6 players to compete. Um, we have guys from all over NorCal, but it was just like this past weekend was just one of the craziest weekends because we had 3 different schools have proms on the same weekend. And those schools are 2 of the schools are in the same area, but the other one is in a complete different area. So the coincidence of all those kids having prom on the same weekend was crazy. We missed literally 4 kids due to prom, and then we had another kid had a high school graduation. That kid is going to be doing a post grad year after he graduates. So 1 kid out due to graduation, understandable. 4 kids out due to prom. Understandable to me. I know coaches don't like it, and some would disagree with it. But like I told you guys prior, man, go to prom. It's a life lasting memory that I think every kid should experience if they have the opportunity to. So, with that being said, we went down to SoCal with 6 players. And, last video I talked about, explaining the history of how we ended up in the bracket that we ended up in, whatnot, right? So, we're beating everybody by double digits. But then one of the 6 kids had to fly back home Sunday night. So we had to go into the Final Four because we made it all the way to the Final Four. We had to go into the Final Four with 5 players. And the team that we played against, they were a solid team. I mean, no excuses. I do believe if we have, just some of our guys, I think, we handled them pretty well. But playing a basketball game with 5 players against, a decent level team is going to be challenging. I did the best I could with the timeouts as far as using them not just to strategize, but to also give them, frequent breaks. So, I had to do that game, the last game. And, man, it was crazy. When we were down 7 with 1:30 left, it looked like the game was over. And not only did our guys come back, they actually forced a turnover when we were down by 1 and got a 3-point play, executed the free throw, and we were up 2 with maybe 15 seconds left. And they come down, guy dribbles baseline, gets tripped up. Refs doesn't call it. This is on their team. Their guy gets tripped up. Ref doesn't call it, and he's on his way to doing a reverse, but he's tripped. So you got to be careful because when you get tripped, ref don't call it. If you take a couple steps, you can get called for traveling. So this guy gets tripped up, and he's entering under the basket range as he's getting tripped up, and he throws a reverse layup almost without jumping because, like I said, he was on his way to falling down. He gets tripped up, throws up a reverse layup as he's falling down, and shot goes in. They tie the game up. And so overtime, literally nobody scored because his overtime's only 2 minutes. Nobody scored for nearly 2 minutes. Our guy, Will Heinbrod, has the ball with about 10 seconds left. He makes a great, phenomenal move. Guy beats him, cuts him off, going right. He spins back left, goes up with his left hand. Great look. And when I tell you the ball hit every part of the rim, I mean, it did like a toilet. It just swirled around the rim and rolled out. By this time, it's about, he did go a little bit kind of early, to be honest. I would like to get the last shot, but whatever, man. It was a great look, layup that he makes 99% of the time, and just did a toilet like this and rolled out. And they get the rebound, 5 seconds, make an outlet pass up the court. Guy sprints to the corner. Will, who missed the layups, he's sprinting back on defense like the phenomenal superstar and athlete he is. But a guy sprinting all the way corner, and the guy that gets the outlet pass dribbles hard middle, kicks the ball out to the corner. And when I tell you, it looked like Will was gonna block that shot and we were gonna go a double overtime. I mean, that's how high Will jumped. That's how hard he took a swat. He blocks threes. If you look at one of my last little short highlights, you'll see him like an example of how he blocks threes. And, sometimes in that clip, like he'll block a three and get the ball and go dunk it. Like he is a great shot blocker. Guy gets the ball in the corner. Will sprints and takes the highest jump swat. And I swear he missed it by like probably centimeters. Like he might have tipped it slightly. Man, that dude got that shot off and hit that ball went in through the net, man. Hit the three for the game at the buzzer. In overtime. That's how we lost in the Final Four with 5 players. 5 players we lose off a corner three, off of us missing a great look. So, of course, when you lose, these are for basketball players, basketball coaches. When you lose a buzzer beater, it takes a while to like soak in what just happened. Like everybody has that look. You see it even in the pros. When somebody hits a game winner, when you're on the other side of the game winner, like the losing side of that game winner, the first like 2 minutes, you're in shock. Like trying to process what just happened, right? That stare, you know what I'm saying? You watch plenty NBA basketball when guys hit game winners and they show the other team of how they look. The other team's going crazy, rushing the court, and then you see the losing team just sit there like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? And we all kind of had that look. Man, it took me, I had to reprogram just to go shake the hands. Not, of course, I'm always good sportsmanship, but it took that long for me to process what just happened. It was such a shocking loss. Spurs fans, you're going to hate this, but it really reminded me of the Ray Allen shot because it was just same type of shot in the corner. He had to shoot it quickly just to get it off because the guy was closing out hard. I mean, it looked like that. It didn't even hit the rim. It just went straight in. I mean, that was a tough way to lose, man. I'm not even going to lie. Tough way to lose. However, I told my guys I was proud of them, man. We have a break coming up because of the high school summer league, so we won't have no high school tournaments for the whole month of June. Our next tournament won't be until July. But I feel good heading into the summer because, history has shown, with our program, especially at 17U, that guys get better in the summer because with the way I train and how often I work out and how often I train, there's no time restrictions. So what I mean is there's no, I can't make it because I got homework, or I can't be in the gym past 9 because I got to get home and I got this paper due tomorrow. Now there's no restrictions. It's summertime. Everybody's up late. Everybody sleep. For high school kids, they stay up late, sleep in all morning. We know how that stuff goes in the summertime, unless they're, have a job or something like that. But usually that's how it goes for the summer. So now I get a chance to work with these guys and longer practices, longer workouts, really focus on conditioning, really focus on things that they may not be good at because we know that there's no games, no time soon. So I just feel like that plus the way they ended the spring with showing the courage and determination of playing a tournament with 6 and playing the last game with 5. Watch the videos that come out this summer. I got some good videos. I got some good film on some guys. I'll be posting those in the next couple days. But I'm saying this summer, I believe we're going to have a really, really solid summer this summer. And I'm not saying that because, everybody thinks on paper they got something. I really believe it just by the growth they've made despite all the controversy. Like we've played a lot. We've played nearly 30 games and we've never had our full team. That's not even an excuse, but it's just facts. Like we've always missed somebody, whether it was due to an injury, which is a part of the game, but we've always missed somebody due to injury, due to prom activities. We do have seniors that are gonna be going post grad. So the late school year activities are affecting us, and and then we also got some spring athletes. We do have a track athlete that plays on our team. So it's just a couple of things where I'm just kind of like, man, can we get through the spring and just get to the summer where I know I'm going to have everybody. So I'm really excited for the summer just because there's an opportunity that we could have our full team and not just have them, but get them grinding and working out and doing conditioning and really, getting it out the mud. One thing I will say, like I said, if you've really been keeping up, like you've been seeing the conditioning stuff we've been doing with running the hills, that really paid off this weekend. Like, not one time did I have a kid outside of maybe one who was like, dealing with a cold the week before. You know how that goes when you try to come back from a cold. But outside of that, like everybody played and nobody was like tired to the point where like, coach. I mean, I know with 5, of course, you can't ask to come out the game. But even when we had 6, they just looked way better as far as their endurance, man. So that's good to see that those guys are progressing. So, man, I would have loved to win the tournament. I'm not going to lie. That was one I really wanted. But you really can't complain because I feel like they left it all on the court, and it took a hell of a shot. It took a hell of a shot to beat us in overtime. I mean, going overtime with 5 guys, man, is tough, bro. Playing a basketball game with 5 players is tough, let alone being down 7 with 1:30, fighting your way, coming back, going overtime, and then, only to lose to a last-second shot. Man, I'm proud of the effort. We got some big-time players on our team, man, and I just can't wait to see them continue to progress. So that's basically the rundown over this weekend at the Compton Magic Tournament. I got to go return this rental and then get back, get some solid, much-needed rest. And we're going to start this week off right, man. Stay tuned for the highlights and the videos, man. Those will be posted. You'll see some of the nice little plays that we have from this weekend, man. So, yeah, man, stay tuned. We out.